We need to finish this because I need to sleep.
Yo, he's how whether you sound like you are dying.
Because I am.
Wait, don't say such things. How dare you? How
No
dare
one
you? I
is
can't.
close, so it's cool.
How dare you? I cannot do this podcast by myself. I'm not as interesting as I think I am.
Not fair.
You good?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 22 of the That's So Haram podcast with me, Kevin Gakere, and a very sickly Rahma Ramadan.
No, I'm fine. Please stop
No, you're not.
misleading people.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You sound like a tractor that is refusing to ingia gear, really. And you think that you are fine?
Listen, everyone, I'm good. I'm very healthy. I'm well. That's all that matters. So enjoy the podcast. And I'm your co-host, Rahma Ramadan.
Anyway, guys, sit back, relax, and if you're near Rahma, stay away from her for the next 14 days, and we shall and enjoy the episode.
I'm glad that you finally realized that.
Oh, Nini, you have been holding that in for some time, eh?
For a very long time, just because I
Very long
need
time for all of the years of our friendship.
all 6 of them.
You, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this week's episode of the That's So Haram podcast. Yo, this is episode 22, yeah?
Yes, episode 22.
Soon we are going to get pregnant.
I can't imagine we're almost at half a year mark.
Yeah, exactly. Half a year.
Yeah.
How? What?
See, 52 weeks, 52 episodes is a year, so half of it 20 something.
Oh, I would not have known that. Honestly, I would not have. I mean, I just know I just know years in terms of months and days. I don't know years in terms of weeks.
Did you skip like grade 1 or something?
I blame the Kenyan system.
No, it's just you. Don't blame other people. It is you.
I blame the
You're the
Kenyan
problem.
system. Mm-hmm.
You're the problem. I don't understand why you're blaming other people.
Stop it.
If you didn't concentrate in class, please tell your father to get back his money, because why don't you know how many weeks are in a year?
You may have to repeat that. I don't know what has happened.
Exactly. So
Yeah. You see, the streaming site that we are using definitely knew that you were about to spill some bullshit, so it stopped you from speaking.
no,
Thank you, Anchor.
I feel like it's just you not wanting to hear how I don't want to say negligent, because this is not negligence, ignorant you are.
Man, is this really going to be? I mean, but this is how the podcast has always been. Why the fuck am I complaining now?
Yeah, I think we
Really?
should just learn a bit more,
Really, Kevin?
take
How dare you?
initiative and learn a bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh man. Anyway, we are 22 episodes in, and we are really happy to have you guys here with us again. Are we really?
Yes, we are. I am very, very excited to have them back again.
Don't lie. Yo, guys, by the guys, Rahma is dying on the podcast. By the like, you should hear how she sounds. You should even see how she looks, and actually, you can actually see it now. You can actually see how she looks on YouTube. Head over to youtube.com/the That's So Haram podcast, and you can see how deadly Rahma looks. So,
Pun
yeah, by all
intended.
means, and while you're there, by all means, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to move away from the Zoom videos, but soon, very soon, very soon. You know what? This whole thing that we have been hyping for like the last 3-4 weeks. Yeah, you guys will find out today. I mean, not today. Okay, tomorrow. You guys will find out tomorrow, because tomorrow at 2 p.m. we are going live.
2
And we
p.m.
shall be sharing with you guys 2 p.m. We
It's 2
shall be
p.m.
sharing
really?
what. Wait. Why do you want to anika our dirty laundry hapa nje?
No, I just want to say that maybe we might want to confirm the time later, but they need to tune in on our Instagram to know when exactly. But
Yeah, guys. So tomorrow afternoon, guys, you are going to see us live. Rakwa's beautiful face and my, yeah, just my, but we shall be showing you guys what we have been hyping for all this while. You guys like, so you guys better tune in, man. Tune in. It's Instagram. Check us out on Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram, it's just head over to Instagram. I can't even do reads right. Head over to
what
Instagram
can
and
you
check
do
out the
right,
That's
Kevin? Nothing. Great.
Grow Fat. Grow Fat. Grow Fat.
Guys,
I do that
head
pretty
over
well.
to well, head over to our Instagram. That's a Haram
You
podcast.
can't even do it right also.
I can. You if you only you can stop interrupting me, then I can do it right.
I did. Okay. Uh-huh.
Head over to our Instagram. That's a Haram podcast. Follow us. Like each and every post. Really, we don't care. Even if you stalk us to the very first post we had in April, go ahead and do it. April or March, go ahead and do it. Like it, and then tell all your friends to like it as well, and send a link to everyone and tell them that they're missing out because this podcast is going up a notch or two.
I said not even notch, like maybe 3 or 4 notches.
Probably, yes, probably.
So guys, buenos noches.
Was that the one Spanish thing that you memorized from your class?
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge
You're
me.
like
How
those
dare
ones
you?
who take French the whole all through their whole school years, 14, 18 plus years, and they can't speak a sentence in French.
All that I can say is je suis gakere. That's gakere in French, by
By
the
the
way.
way, I want to know the
Gakere.
backstory, but I'm gonna ask you later. You're gonna tell me later, so
Yeah, man, Rahma. I'm in aches and pains now. I'm in aches and pains. I feel like an old 84-year-old man
but
for
you
some
are.
reason.
But you are.
Where I am only 20 something years old. Please,
I mean, we can't tell.
please,
We
please.
can't tell, so
Rahma, you were supposed to ask me why are you in aches and pains so that I can tell you why.
well, why are you in aches and pains?
You forget the dynamic of this podcast, yeah? You forget. Ama, you just want to make my time difficult.
No, I just can't go with the script, you know. So this is how authentic it is. So
You cannot conform to social constructs,
no, no,
eh?
no, we're
You
not.
see
We're
you.
not.
I resumed the gym
You did?
today.
You did?
I I went back to the gym today after a long time. Shout out to Smart Gyms. That's a gym. That's a gym that I usually go to. One day they will sponsor us. But really, why should they sponsor us? We have one overweight person and one really unfit person.
Unfit.
And then there's you, Rahma.
Unfit. Who is unfit between me and you? Please explain.
Rahma, do you know funny thing? I'm fitter than you.
No, no, you're not.
No, I
Me,
am.
I
I
know I'm
am.
fit. Me,
That's
I
it.
know I'm fit. Me, I don't know
Me,
about
I
you.
know.
Me, I know. Me, I know.
Me, I know.
Me, I know I'm
Nairobi
fit.
English, Nairobi English, Nairobi English.
I'm completely fit.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know about you.
yeah, so I resumed the gym. Sadly. So let me tell you, here's the thing. Yeah, so I do my budget for the month because times are tough right now. So we have to budget. Yeah, so I put one aside for the gym. So now what I do, here's a life hack. Yeah, here's a little tip that I started doing. If there are things that you have to pay, if there are bills that you have to pay for that just don't fall at the beginning of the month when you've been paid.
Mhm.
Maybe they come like maybe a week or 2 weeks after. Put that money aside. So for me, I put the money on Mshwari. I, I put I put the money on Mshwari, and then I leave it there so that when I actually need it, that's when I withdraw it. Yeah. So I had withdrawn the amount for the gym, which is 3,500, which was really good, very, very, very affordable. Yeah. I head over to the gym. I'm like, hey, yo, let me pay my dues. They're like, no, your dues have gone up. What do you mean my dues have gone up? They increased the price to 5,000 bob.
Whoa, 5,000 bob?
Yep. Yeah, 5,000 bob. But again, I understand. I understand as a business person, I understand because Smart Gym's whole MO was to get as many people as possible because of how fairly they were priced. But now, because of the pandemic, they may not really be able to get the number of guys that they were getting initially. Do you know? Before I resumed, they called me.
Mm-hmm.
They actually called me like, "Hi, my name is Hi Kevin. I'm calling you from Smart Gyms. We are wondering how ja choka na kitambi." Like that's actually what they asked me.
Oh, the PR person is on point.
Okay, okay. They didn't ask me that, but they just asked me when are you resuming the gym. Yeah, so that was back on the so that was back in the gym. I used to do like 30 minutes on the treadmill. Not even 10 minutes. I was almost dying. I went to the punching bag. I used to do like 30 minutes of street boxing. I was doing 10 minutes. It's really so sad, but again, it is what it is. So I'm in extra place because, ladies and gentlemen, I went back to the gym. So yeah, hey,
I mean, you've been
summer
talking about
board,
going back to the
summer
gym for a
board,
long time.
Christmas
I'm
body.
sorry.
What do you mean, Rahma? Are you dying?
I
Just tell
am.
us. Do you have COVID?
This is not COVID, by the way. It's not COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just a flu. It really is just a flu.
I told you. Oi, guys, oi, oi. I told you that you should join me in drinking some whiskey. It really helps.
I'll drink my
Really helps.
dawa, thank God. My dawa
So,
without whiskey, please.
so guys, I have a few drinks in me. So yeah, if I start slurring, just don't judge me.
You're so haram.
That's the whole point. That's what we talked about this week. Code over this, please. Please, 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 please,
Yeah, so I was
please, please.
saying, you talked about the gym, going back to the gym for a long time. I'm so glad that you're back into it.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally. Finally, I was scared that my girlfriend might leave me.
I was going to say
I
something
mean,
mean, but let me not
I
say
mean,
anything mean.
I mean, there is only as a limited number of times that she can say, "No, babe, I love you as you are," until she actually realizes that she does not love me the way I am. So yeah, I had to make the moves first.
It's the personality that matters, right?
Rahma, I keep telling you that I don't have much going for me, so I need to maximize on my strengths.
That's a lie and you know it. So,
See?
that's a lie and you know it.
Oh, really?
This is not me flattering you. This is just me saying the truth. Don't confuse the two, please.
Uh-huh.
So, have you set yourself any targets for the gym?
Right now, I'm just easing back into it slowly. I'm gonna be doing mainly cardio, just slowly
You're
easing
going to
myself
be
back
doing,
into
sorry,
it.
what?
Then cardio, cardiovascular exercises.
So are you those to step on the weighing scale like after a month and just see every time?
Yeah, yeah. I weigh myself every month. The doing your weighing scale thing every week, every day. That's just depressing.
Even the month thing. Hey, my God. I feel like it's just too much.
I saw it's crazy that me and you have exact opposite struggles. Like you want to see more weight on the scale. I want to see less weight on the scale. I find it so baffling how people have such opposite struggles and still face kind of the same stigma.
Yeah,
You know.
it reminds me of the same thing that people say, um, commenting on someone's weight when someone seems to be on the heavier side is an offense. It's the same thing. Commenting on someone's weight when they seem to be on the opposite extreme is
Yeah.
also not a good thing. It's discriminatory
Yeah.
because you may think that the person is okay with however they look, but really maybe the person is struggling with gaining
Yeah.
a bit of weight and maybe they really are and they are unfit and unhealthy, but you're here just mocking them because it just seems like a trivial thing.
Yeah, true, true, true. And if you don't, if you guys don't know, we covered this topic at length
Hmm.
on. I don't remember what episode it was. I think it
Yeah,
was
we
episode
did.
maybe our earlier episode. Speaking of disappointing Rahma Ramadan,
Hmm.
did you hear about the knife fest?
I did. I
I know that
heard I heard that people were
I know that
robbed.
you had bought your tickets and you were ready to go. What happened? Our in-house correspondent.
I am team concert kwa kitanda. That is me. All day, every day.
Yo, Rahma, please. This is a family podcast.
Yeah, this is a family podcast. We got some
So don't
audience.
so 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 don't talk about concert kwa kitanda.
Oh, okay. I just realized that
You know how
that came out
these
really badly. Um,
you know how these perverts think.
I meant that I would rather sleep than go anywhere. If I'm not
Mhm.
working or not doing podcast things or not seeing some very close friends of mine, probably I'm sleeping in my house. I am those people who would answer the phone and be like, "Ah, I'm busy, but I'm just sleeping." So the only person who can discern is probably you and a couple of other people be like, "Ah, Maril, you're just in bed." Yeah, I am. So
I was I was looking waiting to hear you not say me. I was gonna be like,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
eh.
people who when they call me, what are you doing? I'll just say the truth. But some people, what are you doing? I know there's probably a plan, and honestly, I'm not interested in hanging out with you. I'll be like, I'm working. I'm busy, just doing stuff. Yeah. So I didn't. Of course, I didn't go to life. First of all,
So when I called you on Sunday afternoon and you told me you were working, was that true?
yeah, that's true.
Are you sure that you didn't just want to hang out with me?
No, I would have told you I don't want to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this proves that Kevin Kakere is a needy bitch. Yeah, please. Yeah, so knife fest, knife fest, knife fest.
Yeah, of course I wasn't going to go. First of all, I don't go out like that. Second of all, COVID. I don't understand why people would want to be in a place bunched up with other guys that they don't know where they're from, and you don't know if this person has been masking, has been social distancing, or this person has even been washing their hands. And then you want to be
Mm-hmm.
bunched up with them in a place that really you're touching the other person. The other person, you're breathing each other's air, and you can't tell
That's
me that
disgusting.
everyone, which is true. You can't tell me that everyone's going to have their masks until 11 p.m. curfew time and jumping around. Nah, nah. That just sound it honestly, I feel like right now with the numbers, the way the numbers are rising, people are the ones who understand and the ones who know the danger of this thing. Guys don't want to be going out like that. I think they would even have a better turnout if it was an online concert and guys were paying to have like a pay-per-view thingy. Or even they can even put a M-Pesa till number. I think that's what Sauti Sol did or Nyashinsky. I don't remember who did an online concert and they had the till
Both
number
of them
there.
did.
Yeah, they had the
Both of
till
them
number
did.
there and people actually donated money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that really wasn't the main reason why I brought up Knife Fest.
No, me, I was
This
particularly
this just
concerned because
shows.
of COVID.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's just my primary worry. Everything else, if you've been
So
eBay your phone, who told you to go there?
you sound like such a mother by the. All right, Mother Goose, we hear you. We
Ungekaa
hear
tu
you.
kwenu.
Now, that's the point. I heard that Knife Fest was such a disappointment. People got robbed left, right, and center. The Let me tell you, apparently it got to a point where the concert was supposed to end at I think at 11. Yeah,
Hmm.
it got to I think 9 o'clock, and the organizer just got on stage and told guys like, yo, motherfuckers need to be out in 5 minutes. Like literally, can you imagine you're at a concert of like 100 or of like couple of hundreds or thousands of people, yeah, and they're like, wagwan, my guys, y'all need to dip in 5 minutes, or the boys in the blue who have been all over the place are going to shika you. So there was a lot of commotion. There was a lot of mayhem. So people got robbed. Local. I don't know whether to call him a socialite or whatever. Shaq the Youngin also shared the story of how he got robbed. It was crazy. It was crazy, and that leads me to the question of concerts and big events like that during a pandemic. Is it really worth it? I mean, first of all, me from the beginning, I've never been a concert person. Like this night concerts, let me tell you, Unless it's Hardwell that's coming to perform, Hardwell or these EDM DJs, who would I go for a concert? Honestly, I don't think there's anyone that I'd go for. Like I'd have to go for concerts for because I just don't like concerts. I'm more of a brackets and wine kind of person.
Mm.
Let's have a concert in the afternoon where it's nice, it's expensive, so not any Tom, Dick, and Harry and Bridget can show up. And you can have your friends there, you can chill, you can tanika shuka, have a nice picnic, have some wine, have some whiskey, like a very nice chill thing. I prefer that any day over these night concerts. See 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Nah, 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 nah. So Rahma, I want to hear what you think about guys doing concerts during this pandemic period. As I pour myself a drink, please share your thoughts. Your very, very halam guy, halal thoughts. Why?
This
Why?
is why you shouldn't be
Why?
drinking haram things. I mean, I get that people have to eat. I get that this whole concert thing involves service providers, involves promoters, and involves so many other people that haven't been in business, haven't been doing business rather for the longest time, for pretty much the better part of the year. And I understand that they need to be paid, they need to eat, they need to put food on the table. But if you're looking, we're literally in a global health pandemic. So where for me, this a concert really isn't a priority. It really isn't our priority at this point, and it shouldn't be. So having people gathered together and being in positions and in situations that we're told to avoid completely right now, and considering the fact that our numbers are skyrocketing, I don't think it's an essential thing to do right now. It really isn't. But that being said, I've seen photos of concerts, I think in the US or in the UK, where they have drive-in concerts. People
Yeah, yeah,
park
yeah.
in their cars and don't get out, and they just enjoy the music in their cars. That would be a fantastic idea. That really would be a fantastic idea. Get a stage, get the artists to be there, even if it's a live band, people to be spread out and have the cars parked at a distance. I mean, 1 meter is just not a big deal if you're talking about cars and stuff. Have people
Yeah,
parked
true.
in,
Yeah.
right? I think there's also another setup that I saw um, at this show. Our next guest doesn't need an introduction. I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a Netflix show by this popular,
Yeah.
what's his name, the TV host. What's his name?
Letterman.
Yes, Letterman. He has a show where he goes to these people's houses and interviews them, or he has them join in the house at his house. So what happens is that they're on stage, him and the host and the interview the person he's interviewing are on stage, and of course there's social distancing, and everyone else in the crowd. If you came alone, you're sitting on a seat alone, and there's ample space between you and the next person. And if you came with someone else, you both are sitting together, and there's enough, I think it's more than a meter between you and the next person. And how they come in is that they all come in, like if you've come one person, you sit down, and then the next people come and sit down. So it's very orderly, and everyone is masked. And if you're not masked, then you're probably uh, at a larger distance from the next person. You see, so all of this are like precautions that we've taken. Of course, if we were to say everyone to get at a concert and be seated like that, in this Nairobi of ours, in this Kenya of ours, we'll just, those are jokes, really, those are jokes. But then, honestly, I think if we were to adopt the drive-in thing and also online concerts, guys will just jam in their houses. We've done it before with very many artists, like a couple, five, almost five artists now. Why can't we do it? And they've really um they've
Here's the
delivered
thing.
stellar shows. So I don't see
Here's
why
where
we
unless
need to have a
unless
physical concert unless there are all those precautions that I have mentioned that can be taken. It's not a
Yeah,
necessity.
I mean, yeah, yeah, like you've brought out some very good points about how some of these promoters have been going hungry, so they really needed an event and stuff like that. I mean, let's just see because again, Rahma, here's the thing. COVID is here to stay for some time, even though there have been talks. If you are watching this, you've probably seen that Pfizer have come up with a vaccine that they claim is 90% effective. There's still a long way to go, but countries are already bidding. So I was just having this conversation with my father, with my dad, some like I think like
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday, I was like, man, can you imagine being the owner of this company? Like countries are throwing money at you, like, yo, we need this vaccine, we need 100 million of this vaccine, we need 2 billion of these vaccines. Like, must be nice. What a time to be in the pharmaceutical industry. So, guys, if you have a stock portfolio, please invest in Pfizer. Although now, I'm pretty sure after the announcement of that, there's a high likelihood that the stock has already gone up. I meant to confirm, but yeah. So, yeah. So at least there's hope. And so, but this may only come to fruition maybe in 2020, maybe earliest end of 2021. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this will be thus for some time. And I can tell that people are tired of COVID, yeah. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are going up. Please, let's mask up. Let's mask up. Let us do our thing. Even though we mentioned previously that the president has reduced the curfew hours, yeah. And I want to bring some attention to something that has been happening. Police have been extorting and being very malicious with clubs, yeah. I have so many videos of CCTV footage of cops coming to a club before closing hours. They come at 8:30 and the clubs are supposed to be closed by 9. They come to the club, they beat people, they outright steal. Rahma, these guys are outright stealing drinks and money from the bars. They come in. That's not even law enforcement. That's actually malicious damage to property. Because in some of the videos, you'll see some cops coming in and throwing glasses, throwing bottles to the floor and stuff like that for no reason. And at that time, I knew it's 8:30. They still have 30 more minutes to Nini. Right now, what's happening? They have seen this as a way to steal money any way that they can. So right now, if they find anybody inside, it doesn't matter if the club is closed. They are just doing their stock and everything. They will break in, and you'll have to give them something. Ironically, I was reading this today about cops. They came and did the same thing to a club, but then they didn't realize that this club is owned by a very senior police officer. Yeah, so they came and found this. So these are junior cops coming in with Vurugu. They come and find their bosses there. They came in with so much fujo, then they saluted and just walked out. So that's just the double standard. So this is something that you will probably be seeing on news if you haven't seen it already. Club owners are really complaining about it. It's really not fair. We saw Quivers club shut down. They came and claimed that it was at 11 o'clock, but actually the CCTV footage proves that it was at 8:30. They came and broke glasses. They caused 600,000 shillings worth of damage. That's a lot of money, especially now during a pandemic where we are not making as much money as the club owners are not making as much money as this. So it's really pathetic. I feel like our police officers really need to do better. They really need to be better. So probably by now, by the time you guys are listening to this podcast, this has already been in the news.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the mask tax. So I don't know if you
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
follow
yeah, yeah. Yes,
um
yes, yes.
is it, the Inspector General? I think it's the Inspector General. He put out on
Yeah,
Twitter that if someone is found without a mask or found
yeah.
in contravention of the COVID regulation, then he's going to be fined about 10,000 or 20,000 shillings.
20,000 bob on the spot. Yeah.
So thing is, the police have no power of making law. So really, this law is an unlawful law in itself.
And police officers really have no mandate to collect fines. It's a court that collects
No,
fines.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they're really just in contravention, they're acting in contravention of their powers. This is actually acting beyond their scope of the powers. Not only have they gone ahead and made a law, they now have decided that they're going to be the body that is going to collect these fines. I mean, this outright and blatant disrespect of the law and the legal process, it's just absurd because they do this all the time. Even at the beginning when they set the fine for the mask, it was before the fine was made a law. So, and then when like human rights groups and people were complaining on Twitter, is when they went ahead and made it law in Parliament. Of course, it was rushed and it didn't go through all the processes, but they still made it law and they gazetted the law. But now he just outrightly said it. And it's
Yeah,
so absurd the amount of laws that the police have gone ahead and made on their own motion, all since I think March up till now.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and I've been reading a lot about how this is going to be misused. The police is just going to be more corrupt right now. There are going to be more abuses by police and security agencies in Kenya because if they can do this, then it's giving them power to extort people and to do the kind of things that you're saying they're doing in clubs, you know?
yeah. It's true. Like I was speaking to someone who was saying that he was alighting a matatu one day, yeah, and there were cops waiting at the stage. If you have your mask down, if your mask is not above your nose, that's a fine right there.
Yeah.
And what they do is that they will tell you, check, you find me 20K, do EV, give us 10,000 bob. And mind you, the guys who they're trying to extort from are people who, like people who are poor, like it's honestly just ridiculous. I saw Boniface Mwangi talk about it on Twitter, and he actually put it very well. This is a mask tax that has been
It
implemented,
is a mask
and
tax.
it is. And the moment the Inspector General said 20K fine, I just knew this
Christmas has
is
come early
cops.
for police
This is
officers.
cops' biggest dream. They are going to steal, they're going to be so corrupt. And even with the clubs, like actually the governing body, the what is it, the association of bar owners, called Perak, yeah, Perak have actually gathered, they have all these videos, because these stupid cops don't realize, because some of these cops, yeah, there's a video that I saw of these cops right in front of the CCTV camera, stealing, like blatantly. Rahma, I'll send
They
you that
don't
video.
care. They don't care
Blatantly
at all.
stealing, blatantly. These stupid cops don't realize that there's CCTV footage, and this CCTV footage has time. So then they will go and say that, oh, we came at 11 o'clock and they were still open and stuff like that. Yeah, this time. So there's so many videos, and the body called Perak have actually vowed to share those videos with the media, with the president, so that he can see what he's done. Because like yes, we understand that that the numbers are going up, but let me tell you, like right now we're heading to the festive period. People don't have money. Like we can't stay locked down forever. COVID is here to stay, so we need to find a way to live with it, because business owners in this country are really suffering, like really brutally suffering, you know.
I'm just thinking about all the violations that these cops are going to do until January 2nd, or when January 12th is when this law is going to be reviewed again.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, it's crazy. Anyway, what were you
although
doing?
although there are talks that early September, the president might actually review and ease and
Early
some of
September?
the, yeah, he might
September.
yeah, after 30 days after this thing has been passed, yeah,
So,
he may
wait,
he may
September,
he
but you
may
said
review
September.
in December.
You said September like thrice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put it down in the comments. Did I say September or December? But anyway, if I said September, I meant December. Yeah.
Well,
So Ali,
this why you need to drink water like me.
no, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Cool.
good.
All right.
I'm good. Yeah. So it's honestly very sad and very annoying and very brutal and very painful to watch. Speaking about painful to watch, say something.
I'm waiting
I'm
for you to finish.
giving up on you. Oh, yo, Rahma. I'm sure. I mean, like you saw, I sent you the video. I got inked. I am
You
officially
do.
a bad boy now.
I
I
mean,
am officially a
you
bad
were
boy.
before, so the
Oh,
ink
thank
is
you.
just solidifying it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I got inked over the weekend. It's something that I've always wanted to do, just never had the Rahma. I told you how I want to stop saying the balls too, because balls are very sensitive things. But can I really say that?
No, you can't say that.
Yeah, yeah. But the female genitalia is much stronger than the male genitalia. So yeah. Anyway, so I finally got the female genitalia to go ahead and do it. So I got a tattoo that I really loved. I saw on Pinterest like 6 months ago, and I really fell in love with it. So yeah, so that is what is on my arm. If you guys want to see that, we shall be revealing that on Sunday, tomorrow, on the IG live. So you guys better be sure to come in there. I shall share you guys the story about how my tattoo artist was a pastor. So I'm going to share that whole story. Very very interesting. You guys do not want to miss out. And also tomorrow, Rakma will also be getting her tattoo live. So you can tune in and check it out there.
Wow. Okay. So, are you ready for the questions that people are going to ask you? What does this tattoo mean? Uh, are your parents okay with it? Uh,
My
are you going to wear long sleeve shirts?
my parents okay with it. I'm in my late 20s. I don't think that their opinion really matters.
You're African. You're African.
Oh
Age
yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, guys, obviously, guys are going to ask you what it means. Are you ready to tell them what it means, or are
Yeah,
you just going to bullshit them all the time? Like, tell different things to different people.
it sounds like you don't believe what I told you that it meant.
No, no, I do. But I told you that I have friends who have tattoos, and every time someone asks them what the tattoo means, I hear them tell something different to every single person.
No, 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 no. I'll be real. And like the problem with what I got is that I now want another one. I now in December I'm getting another tattoo. Like it's true. Once you get the first tattoo, it's over. It's done with. You are getting others. And
This
so
is
yeah.
how you end up seeing Kevin on those videos that you know those videos that are on Snapchat where you see someone who's inked, who's 99% inked.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
that's how it starts.
I am
That's
still
how
a
it starts.
functioning. I'm still a functioning member of society. I may just want to fill my arm, my forearm,
Well,
one
they're
forearm.
also functioning members of society.
Somebody with tattoos full on the face. I don't think that they are really functioning and and no, 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 no.
I think they are. They are.
You, Rahma, very, very, very good work. Making me look like the asshole in this podcast. I'm here for it. I live for it.
I mean, they just want to express themselves differently. You can't say that only because you don't agree with it.
Wow, Rahma, thank you for making me look bad. I appreciate you so much, and with everything you do, you know.
I'm not making you look bad. It's just what it is.
Wow, wow, Rahma, I can see that little smirk underneath that you are trying to hide. I can see it. I can see it. Just let it out. Just let it out.
It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Just let it out. Honestly, just let it out. I'm trying to remember what else we were supposed to talk about.
Uh, we should really write these things down. But then
We
if we
do.
do, it won't be authentic. So,
That's guys. That's what Rahwa tells us, and that's why she never has anything for the podcast. That's why. That's why she never writes anything down. What
well, I
what
think I'll start. I
what kind
might
of
start
lawyer are you, Ati?
a good one, the one that memorizes things.
How can we not talk about Mzee Joe Biden? Mzee Joe,
Oh
Sleepy
yeah,
Joe.
yes,
Sleepy
yes.
Sleepy Joe finally taking over the the United States of America. I have never seen people so happy in America in a while for someone to win, and people so angry. And like, let me tell you, okay, for those guys who don't know, the US had its election last week, yeah,
Who doesn't know?
last week, and Joe Biden won the electoral college and the popular vote. So Trump,
And now the US has the first ever female, black, and Asian first lady. No, sorry, vice
really,
president. Vice
are
president.
you are we are you as drunk as me?
No, 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 vice president.
Yeah. And of course, Jacinta Trump has refused to concede. Let me tell you, Rahma, Donald Trump is literally an African leader. Clean. By the he's literally, because the man legit has refused to concede. You know, I did the math. Those swing states that hadn't put out their results just yet, even if he won all of them, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, if he won all of those states that hadn't put, he still wouldn't have won. He still wouldn't have won the 270 electoral college threshold. He would not have gotten there. He wouldn't.
But either way, even if he won or he didn't, it would just be a circus. It really would just be. Just the only thing is now it's much of a bigger circus than it would have been.
Yeah. It's also very sad. I was listening to Barack Obama's speech in Pennsylvania, I think a few days before the election. And it I listened to it when I was in the office. 30 minutes. I was like, nah, this is way too long. I listened to the whole thing because Barack Obama was such a good speaker. Like, we have honestly forgotten about what okay, start talking about America, yeah. We have forgotten about how a president is supposed to speak. You know, Trump just abuses people, makes fun of people. Like, literally, like, what if anything, if you say anything that is in support of Trump, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're white supremacist. It doesn't matter if you're racist. You are good in his books. So listening to Barack Obama, I was like, man, this is how a president is supposed to speak. You know. And there are talks of actually that behind the scenes, Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, who are Donald Trump's son-in-law and daughter, respectively, are actually him to just concede. Bro, take the L. Buddha.
You
Rokota
know
L
that's
bana
not going to happen.
na
That's
ishika.
not going to happen. He'll
But you
make
see, he
noise
has
about
no
it
proof.
forever.
He is suing states, and his cases are being thrown out left, right, and center. And
He's going to
you
do
know,
it regardless of his chances. That really is not the first thing on his mind. He doesn't care. He's just going to do it because he can do it. Just the same way he ran for president because he can.
yeah. So anyway, guys, I mean, it is it is what it is. People may say, why do you guys talk about US elections and politics so much? It doesn't affect you. It kind of does. It kind of does.
It doesn't affect you. You're African.
No, but it does.
No, that was a joke.
Wow, wow, Rahma. I think that says a lot about your sense of humor.
No, that says a lot about you. You need to sleep and stop drinking.
Is that is this really that's your main problem here, yeah?
Just you can just drink water.
Now, really, where will the haram aspect have come from, really?
That wasn't me. That was you.
Yo, I want to end this podcast on a very light and very funny note. I saw somewhere again. The majority of the viewers of this podcast don't really do this, but I found this really hilarious. Somebody said what's it called? The signs of a good night. You don't remember how you got home. Um, how they say, you don't remember how you got home, you're with your friends, you got super drunk, and there was somewhere that says you made out with the waitress. Now I'm sitting here wondering, is this a thing? I listened to it on the Sandwich podcast. Shout out to the Sandwich podcast. They were saying how like they like signs of a good night is making out with a waitress. I'm like, who does that?
Yeah,
Am
who
I the
does
only
that?
one? Then have I not had a good night since I was 18?
I
Have I
mean, I,
not
I
have
wouldn't know. I think you're directing the question to the wrong person. I wouldn't know.
like you have Haram friends, Rahma? What do you think?
No, I all I know is that they don't make out with the waitress. They never have. So
Or maybe they just haven't told you.
no, they would. They would. So
Why would they tell you that?
I don't know. I'm just that friend who you call and
No,
tell everything.
no, you are not. You are not that approachable, Rahma. Please, we all know that. You know it. I know it. My Wi-Fi router knows it also.
That's why we're talking about my friends. My friends. I don't know, for some weird reason, they feel like they need to tell me everything, all that I'm supposed to know, and a lot of things that I'm not supposed to know. So I just listen, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, I just found that hilarious. And on that very unrelatable note to you guys, this has been episode 22 of the That's Our Ram podcast with me, Kevin Gekere.
And me, the very halal, the one that doesn't know about waitresses, Rahma.
You don't know about waiters really.
No,
So when you go to restaurants, you serve yourself, huh?
I don't know about bar waitresses.
Anyway, guys, man, I love for you guys. I love if you guys would head over to all the streaming platforms that you guys use to listen to this podcast. Drop a like, give us a 5-star rating, or even just give us a rating on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Castbox, and all that. Drop your comments, drop a like, and we love to see it. And as Rahma always says, by all means, if you listen to the podcast, share it on the social media and tag us so that we can see it and repost it as well. And also, guys, if you guys could also head over to YouTube and check us out also on YouTube. Drop a like, drop a comment there. Even if it means listen to the podcast twice, we don't mind. We don't mind, and it's a pretty interesting podcast at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. It is. So get
Yep.
to it right now.
Yeah, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 22. We are out of the building. We shall see you guys next week with something new.